Okay. Oh. All right, let's not do any more of that. Thank you.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Sorry for the birds in the background. I can't really. They're hyper right now. Nothing I can really do about it. Goddamn birds. All right, I've been away for a few. I know about a few of this drama and everything like that, but holy shit, the things just keep going and going and going and going. All right, so TwitchCon happened. A lot of drama just from that. But first, let's talk a little bit about the people who didn't want to go to TwitchCon and some of the reasons they gave, which honestly, I can't blame them. There's some stuff also that is really weird about what Twitch did to screw people over. It's saying, like, if you don't want to do one thing, you can't do the other thing. That we will get into in a moment, but for now, some people that just said they didn't want to go. Cutie, don't blame her. She was going to do a whine about it live over there. Everything that's happening, too much shit. Political pressure, all that, understandable. Same as Valkyrie. Once Cutie and them said no, Valkyrie pretty much was going to join that. It's not a surprise. If they're going to do whine about it, it's going to happen like that. They're not going. Then Hasan said he's not going. Damn, this is going to come up later. Asmongold said this is a zoo. Obviously, Asmongold's, I swear to God, Asmongold is, his house might be filthy, but god damn does he make sure his nose is in everything. I think he should worry about his... Granted, I'm not going to lie, he did clean his house recently. Start fixing up his stuff. I used to watch him a long time ago. Stopped as much when he started getting into political and everything. Extremely stopped when all the Palestine controversy happened. Granted, I'm a big fan of his from back then. I know he didn't mean it that way. I know it took out of context, and I know a lot of people rushed with it, ran with it, because a lot of people hate him. I'm not here talking about that. That's old news. We're on current news. So it might come back, but we're talking about this. He said a whole bunch of stuff, kept going on. A lot of other people said they're not going. Eventually, it got to the point where several streamers said they're not going. And then the CEO, Dan Clancy, said, this is important. Said there's gonna be extra security. They're taking it very seriously. They're not playing with it. They want to keep everyone safe and everyone good and okay at TwitchCon. Very seriously, Clancy said it himself. And I'm gonna be honest, I personally like this guy. I've seen a lot of him.
There's one question that has been coming up on social media, just in terms of safety and security at TwitchCon in light of recent events. So I want to be very clear. We take security at our events like TwitchCon extremely seriously. Every year, we build on a successful approach to TwitchCon safety and security, particularly as we become aware of new or emerging security or safety challenges.
I personally love Dan Clancy. He's very good, very direct, and he talks with the community a lot. He's by far, out of all the like higher ups in Twitch and everything like that, I think he's the most open and the most direct with the community. I feel like he wants to do good. He wants to, but I'm sorry, you're the face of Twitch. You're the CEO. You're going to get called out the hardest. You're the one talking to the people, so you better get ready to get hit by things. And I want to bring this up. He said safety and security from past events.
Lots of pressure here on the perpendicular.
We can talk about this all day.
Big sympathy.
Learn from past mistakes and safety. Or safety, security, whatever the hell. I really hope they are. Because safety was not a priority at TwitchCons. It was not. It really wasn't. This is an example of it. She got injured because they did the foam pit so shallow that it was nothing. And by the way, this was 2022. They've wiped this under the rug. They have not talked about it. They have not discussed this. This is her now. Well, as of 2022, this is what happened. She's still like recovering. No one's brought this up. This is not something Twitch has talked about or said like, we learned from this incident happening and now we're going to make sure, and then people still have problems at TwitchCon. NMP, not gonna lie, he got sexually assaulted at TwitchCon. Twitch says they learn from safety risks in the past, but big streamers, they're not getting the safety or security that they need. This happened literally last year. There's no safety around him, no security, no one watching out for him or anything. I don't know if NMP didn't want one, but regardless, they should have had people like secure and ready and be able to punish the person who did this.
All right, let's not do any more of that. Thank you.
Who did that? Like, bro, that is sexual harassment. I don't care what anyone says. That is straight sexual harassment. And they just barely any punishment came out of it until it was a big thing. But we're going to come back to TwitchCon. I'm just trying to go in order of what I learned and when things happened. So, after the TwitchCon thing, people stopped. People said, oh, we're not going to go. We're not going to go. That was that. That's fine. Then this happened.
Of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
Bro hit him with the electrocute. And I'm not going to lie. Where is it? I have a shot caller. I have one. I use it on stream sometimes for like jokes or stuff like that. These hurt. These hurt. There's a lot of pain in these. This is the same one, by the way. If you watch Skill Check, Moist Critical's videos and everything, this is the same one they use. They had it on 5, and they were getting shocked. This goes up to 99. So that's going to hurt. That's going to really hurt. This is not something to play with. This is not something you're supposed to have open and around, and especially on a dog. I don't care if you're training them or not. If you're putting a shock collar on your dog and they yelp that loud, you have it on way too high. You have it on way too much. And on top of that, there's safety to these collars. Yes, there's supposed to be safety. If it's a big dog, a lot of meat on it, this and that, like, okay, maybe a higher shock, maybe like 30 or 20. I've gone all the way up to 50 with this thing, and I've screamed. I've never gone past 50. I do not want to go past 50. I did it once on my stream during the Battlefield one, where I went to 99 just for the hell of it, and my arm was shaking. It hurt. And you're supposed to have them kind of loose. They're not supposed to be on like hella tight. They're supposed to be on just enough to like the tip of the pins are touching you. But yeah,
I love her. I think her collar's too tight.
Well, it's here we can.
You have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
She's like, it's she has a lot of neck meat.
a lot of neck meat. If you're going to say it's a lot of neck meat, then I'm going to also assume that you're willing to have it high because she has a lot of neck meat. It's going to be in the way, or you're going to need a high shock to like get it through the neck meat, you say. That's some bull. Honest to God, that's straight lies. He had that shock collar on way too tight. He had it on. There's there's people that say there's another angle to the things. I couldn't find another angle. The closest I found was this clip from a long time ago where Hasan was moving things around in the room and everything, and he put on a wider screen. And as the camera's pointing, you can see the remote. You can see the shock collar remote. And then on top of that, people have started noticing that the dog is always on stream. Always there. Always. This is, I've seen clips, I've seen multiple stuff, I've seen a lot of videos. The fact that there are videos of people doing time lapse of the dog just sitting in the same exact spot for 4 hours. My cat doesn't even sit in the same spot for 4 hours while she's trying to sleep. She'll get up and go get food or water or something like that, stretch or move positions. No. 4 hours of standing perfectly still?
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the Hasan broadcast. It is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
2 hours and 20 minutes in, he shocks the dog. The dog even looked like it was getting back on the spot when he called him out. He was probably thirsty, probably hungry, probably wanted to just stretch a little bit, move positions. Shocks his ass while the dog is actively looking like he's going back into its position. Like, check it again. The moment he said Kaya, you can see the dog turn around and look like he's going back to the position.
Please just fucking go, just stop.
Bro. And then just the rest of it is just the dog sitting in that one position. Where's the water? Like, he doesn't even get any water. He's there for 4 hours. He can't go up to get water. He can't go up to use the bathroom. Some people have even found other clips of him insulting his dog, cursing at it. Not cursing at it, but like basically just being rude to the dog, calling it Satan. And on top of all that, this was before he was trained. The way he trained him was he called Azula from Avatar and said, hey, yeah, can you teach me the shooting lightning trick? Because clearly I need to put a puppy down. What is this? Come on. And it's really ironic at the person he's watching right now. It's dog killer herself. And he's discussing about it while at the same time calling his dog Satan and giving him the Raiden edition.
That motherfucker right there. Okay, let me tell you something. That fucking, this right here, this fucking demon, okay, who's sleeping like a goddamn baby currently, that thing right there was the spawn of Satan.
Bro. And I'm not going to play the rest of the clip. You can go watch it. The name's on there, should show up on the screen. If you want to see the rest of what he says, go ahead. But at one point, he shows the shock collar. He shows it.
This is one of Kaya's many collars. Come here, sit. This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? That's it.
It does not have the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. One, that's not true. All dog collars also come with the capacity to beep. As usual. They come with this vibrate, which, by the way, the vibrate's definitely not strong enough to make a dog yelp like that. It does not matter. There's no way this vibration is going to make a dog yelp. But what else do most dog collars come with? Detachable. There we go. There we go. You can take them off. Huh. Guess what? Take them off. And then look, hey, this shock collar I have only has a capacity to vibrate. There's no other part that you can see that does anything else. And let's say, you know, you put black tape right here where you could see the pins. Or you hold it in a way that's... See, this is the shock collar people are taught. He blatantly hides the bottom. He makes sure that it's even covered in tape, so you can't see the bottom. That's the Hasan Piker thing. That's that. So as I said, a lot of people decided they're not going to go to TwitchCon. Some of the people that decided they're not going to go to TwitchCon, or that decided, oh, I wanted to cancel my meet and greet out of fear or something like that, we're told if you cancel your meet and greet, you can't do your show or your Stinger, your performance, including Senna, who said basically because she didn't want to do her meet and greet, she wanted to cancel it. They ended up saying she can't attend the show. I can't find the original clip for some reason. I can't find it. I'm going crazy trying to look for it. So I'm just going to use Moist Critical's clip, Moist Critical's video of the clip. Shout out to Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, the GOAT.
So I had to cancel my meet and greet because of the stuff, but in order to, I can't cancel my meet and greet and not cancel her show because of the fact that the reason I cancel my meet and greet is I don't want to be in the same place for 2 hours because of people being weird.
Okay.
And then I'm under contract with them, so I can't cancel one and not cancel the other.
That's so stupid. That one's safety, the other is you're on a stage away from people. That is so stupid. They're like, oh, because you don't want to do 2 hours of being, by yourself, one-on-one with people walking up to you that we're vetting. By the way, I'm going to talk about the vetting process when we get to it. That we're going to vet, quote unquote. Then, you just can't do your show either because, you're going to be on stage away from a whole bunch of people, not interacting with them. How do those two correlate? They're one's for safety reasons because of everything that happened. And guess what? She made the right call. She made the right call not to do the meet and greet. Why? That's why. Some random guy just walks past everyone, goes up to Emiru, grabs her, leans in like he's about to tell her a second plane hit the tower, and then goes in for a French kiss. Man, what is going... And by the way, I'm just going to say this because I know everyone and their mother has already heard about this drama. Yes, Twitch security barely did shit about it. Emiru made a whole video discussing about it, which I'm going to go into. She talked about it. She said it. Tells what happens. Everything. And security didn't do anything. And the weirdest part is, a few people have talked about this, but not many. Her old security guard that she had, that she loved, that she preferred, is no longer allowed at TwitchCon because he would permanently banned. Why? Because he held somebody that tried to assault her and waited for the cops to come. He held them. So then Twitch, the venue mostly, and then TwitchCon said he's permanently banned and could no longer go there. A security guard's job is literally to protect the person they're hired to protect. And yet, he couldn't even protect her. Or him trying to protect her made it so he's banned. That doesn't make sense. And the fact that she had to make a statement like this on her stream and talks about the terrible stuff that are going on and that happened and that was with it, that's horrendous. I honestly feel bad for her. And the fact that Twitch did nothing at first. Then the video got popular. Then Twitch decided to make a response and take action. Then they banned the guy for 30 days on Twitch's platform. That's it. They just banned him for 30 days on the Twitch platform. Man held somebody who tried to assault her, a security guard that was paid to do so, that she hired to do it. And no, we're gonna wipe our ass with him. And then just give that guy the little, water tissue, wipe up there, and like clean and everything. What? Excuse me? Huh? That doesn't make sense. The guy was doing his job, held the person that was assaulting her till the cops came. He got permanently banned. The guy who walked up past everyone, past security, past a whole bunch of people, past another person doing their own meet and greet, grabbed her, kissed her. God knows what else he could have done. As she said, he could have stabbed her, could have endangered her, could have hurt her. Hell, He could have picked her up and ran with her. She's not that heavy. Look at her. She's a $150 with 2 bricks in her pants soaking wet. She's not like, what is going on? There was no staff, no security, no nothing. No one trying to prevent that. There's not even red tape. Like literally, there wasn't even a red, like the red velvet cross thingy that people have to wait online for. And that was even, I'm going crazy. I don't even know the name of it. Why? What? Whoa! What is going on? This is why I want to talk about everything that was happening. This made me go insane. This really, like, how do you fail that hard after saying you are trying to learn from past mistakes and have had in the past multiple streamers get assaulted sexually, physically, emotionally, all of it, and it still can happen? And the security were laughing about it up until they had to do something. And then kept laughing about it while doing something. Bro. I don't. This is honestly just terrible. This is terrible on Twitch's part. Dan Clancy, the fact that he was the one who said all of this, he put his neck on the line. I'm sorry. He's gonna get the chop. He's gonna be the one everyone's gonna look at and be like, it's his fault. Though it is a lot of other people's fault. One being the head of security not even attending TwitchCon itself. Excuse me? The head of security for TwitchCon is not attending TwitchCon? What? What? Bro, it's like getting on a flight, getting up in the air, flying, and then being like, oh, the main pilot isn't here, by the way. The secondary pilot is driving, he's drunk, and it's on autopilot, and the autopilot is run by GPT-3. Bro, I'm jumping out the window. I'm not even gonna take the door. I'm jumping out the window. Forget a parachute. I'll probably die better if I died from the impact than going on that plane. What? This is, I think, before the TwitchCon. I could be wrong because if I'm not mistaken, she flew back. She flew back to home. She didn't ride the bus with them. So I'm pretty sure this was before TwitchCon. She was already at a state like this before it. And I want to talk about what's going on here. Because there's another whole situation here, which is to put you in her head state before the TwitchCon, before all of that happened, and still be willing to do that. And then Twitch give no shit about it.
Really heavy burdens, really hard, like 2 years. I've been carrying a lot of really heavy burdens, and
Also, I'm sorry, I just want to pause and talk about what is Senna doing in the corner? What is she doing? She looks like that TikTok streamer that goes into the face talking about how she thinks Trump and Biden are in a gay secret marriage. Yeah, what is going on with her? In an emotional moment, and look at her. And even more, I forget who the one next to her, I think that's Bonnie, goes and licks her head.
I feel like I'm the luckiest streamer in the world that I've gone to go as far as I have.
Bro, I can't look away from Senna. I'm really trying to focus back on the video because I didn't notice it at first. Looking at it now, look at it. That's a horrible time to pause. She looks like Megamind. She really looks like Megamind right there. Oh my god, I am so sorry. Bro, she is thinking on thoughts that are bigger than her.
And that I have people around me that really do support me and want to do stuff with me. And then I get to do cool stuff like this, and then I can afford to do it. So yeah, I'm just really grateful, but I always try to just stream with a smile and keep going. There's been times.
I think this is the moment where they realize she's having an emotional moment after they just did that, and they're like, oh shit.
The past 2 years that.
So I'm not gonna play the full thing. She talks about how she's been having a lot of drama in the last few years, and she talks about how a lot of things have happened. One of them being Sometimes you need to cut people out from your life. Who might she be talking about? You know, some people will point to, yeah, there's obvious examples, like some people from OTK, like Rich Campbell. You don't know his story, what happened, don't worry. He's still figuring out what is he saying about himself. Man, it's been 3 years since he said he's collecting his thoughts. Man's collecting his thoughts like he's in like a Senna's head. That's how much room of thoughts he's trying to collect. For those who don't know, Rich Campbell used to be a big commentator for a lot of different events, a lot of different stuff, a lot of different things. And turns out he's sexually assaulted a girl. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to go into details. But yeah, this is him 4 months ago. Still collecting his thoughts, though. Don't worry. Still collecting his thoughts. This honestly upsets me. And then people are like, oh, who might she be calling out? Because she said the last 2 years. This was over 3 years ago. It's Mizkif. Let's be honest. It's Mizkif. I can tell you straight up, it's Mizkif. They were dating for a while. They had a issue breakup. Mizkif ended up protecting another sexual assaulter, which apparently OTK, it's a 2 for 2 on their batting with sexual assaulters. Yeah, it's not looking very good. And even Asmongold went on didn't go on record, but basically said, yeah, Mizkif kind of lied about a lot of things.
That's not why people don't want to collaborate with Miz. It has nothing to do with it. And he knows that. And also, it doesn't have a lot to do with Tectone either. He's lying. I don't know why he would say that. I don't know why he would do that. Now, I have not said anything about this at all. I have not gone into this.
I'm not going to play the full thing. But, yeah. A lot of stuff happening with Twitch. A lot of stuff. And I'm sorry, but the person whose neck is on the line for all of this, Dan Clancy. It comes down to him. I'm sorry. A lot of the issues, not the issues with Emiru, Mizkif, Asmongold, but like Hasan, big controversy with him on a lot of other things, but Dan Clancy doesn't do a lot with him. They leave a lot on the table when it comes to security, safety for their streamers. They don't really provide great protection for their streamers. Most streamers have to buy their own protection and pay for it themselves. And sorry, Dan Clancy is the one putting his neck on the line. So as far as TwitchCon goes and as far as the drama within Twitch, goes on to him. He's at fault. That's basically all I have to say about it for now. Maybe some more stuff come up, maybe some more information, but that's it basically for now.